We love Yellowstone, and the show, and the park.
And we love big trucks.
Yeah, so Kevin Costner came to these guys here in the Valley for his newest truck. Hey, Ty.
Isn't that a wild story, you guys? Not only did he buy one truck, he bought two trucks from Lifted Trucks here in the North Valley. And look how cool these cars are, you guys. So we're going to talk about the whole process, how Kevin Costner actually found them here at Lifted Trucks, all coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Arizona-based Lifted Trucks gets put in the spotlight after being reached out by a Hollywood star.
Yeah, and Kevin Costner knows his trucks, Ty. He's always driving some big truck on his shows. That's pretty cool.
It is really cool. Isn't it such a cool story how he found these guys here in Arizona and now has two of their trucks. But I wanted to show you, look how beautiful this is. I mean, this is one of their works of art that they do here at Lifted Trucks. They're right at 20th Street in Bell. You've probably driven by them if you live up in the North Valley. And I want to introduce my new friends, Mike, and this is Ryan. Mike, let's start with you. How the heck did Kevin Costner find you guys?
Well, he found us online, and then he also got some referrals from friends, and actually one guy I heard on his set referred us.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you first got that first introduction, was you like, is this the real Kevin Costner?
Absolutely. Yeah, we were all pretty surprised, especially me, and even more surprised when he agreed to do a testimonial video.
Oh, that's awesome. All right,
yeah.
So let's talk about what you guys do here at Lifted Trucks. How long have you guys been here in the Valley?
We've been selling and building trucks since the late 90s, and over the years, we've really refined the process. And now we're a leader. We have 9 locations, Arizona, Texas, and Alabama. And yeah, it's been a ride for sure.
So let's talk about this. You can bring in, let's say you buy just kind of a run-of-the-mill truck. You can bring it to you guys here, and then you guys will kind of deck it out with whatever you want to do, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or you can just buy one off the lot.
You can, yeah. So obviously we have a lot of these trucks that are already done. We also do custom builds, which is what we did for Kevin. We custom built a truck around his needs. He's very outdoorsy, very family-oriented. He pulls a trailer to scout movie sets, so we literally built a truck around him. And we built a truck around his kid, Caden.
I love that. So yeah, because that's the Caden first got the truck, and then he was like, "Oh, this truck is so cool that I need one now too."
Correct. Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, so Ryan, you're kind of the dude in charge of Kyle. I'm sorry, the guy in charge of kind of fixing the truck up to those specifications. That must be kind of hard when you're working with a Hollywood movie star. Was that a lot of pressure on you?
A little bit. I kind of just put them in kind of what I would envision myself driving, just because I'm kind of the same, outdoorsy type setup. So on this truck, we did just a 2.5-inch leveling kit.
So this is kind of an example of what Kevin did, right?
Very, very similar, yes.
So walk me through what's going on with this guy.
So obviously we have to lift it up a little bit to fit the 37s under it. This truck's got the 2.5-inch leveling kit. We did high-end shocks all the way around. His truck has Fox 2.5s. This truck has Fox 2.0s. Very, very similar. But we really wanted to keep the usefulness of the truck in line with, what they're able to do. So,
yeah. So how long does a process like this take? Once you kind of talk to a customer, kind of figure out what specifications, what they want in the truck, then how long does it take for you guys to build out the truck?
Generally, it takes about 24 hours. So we can we can knock it out pretty quick, man. If we get somebody that knows what they're doing and knows what they want, and parts are available, that's another big hurdle we come into a lot. We can knock it out pretty quick.
That is insane. I thought you were going to say weeks, months, 24 hours.
No, 24 hours, absolutely.
That is wild. All right, so coming up in just a few minutes, you guys, we're actually going to go take a look at their shop, the garage, where they do all of those specifications. It is so cool. You just heard him say 24 hours. Isn't that not wild that they can turn around a whole lifted truck in 24 hours?
So, Ty, next time we see you, maybe you can ask him, what does that truck cost? The one you just showed us? Like, if we just wanted to buy that truck.
You guys love talking about money. All right, we'll ask the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, that
how much these bad boys will cost.
It's beautiful.
At least.
It's beautiful.
I'm going 125.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love talking about money, but I love talking about big trucks.
What else? You really?
Yeah. I would drive that thing.
You look good in that thing. I love it. All right, Ty. So it's kind of like Mr. Potato Head, right? You got to take parts from one thing, put parts underneath the truck.
Yeah.
I think it's a chassis,
cool.
Ty.
This is so cool to see you guys. We are up close and personal here at Lifted Trucks. They've got the trucks actually up on the lifts, and this is where the whole process begins. So why don't you come in here, Mike, and kind of walk me through what are you taking out of the original vehicle, and then what are you adding?
So we're getting rid of the stock wheels and tires, and we're adding off-road suspension, Sometimes just wheels and tires. I mean, it's important for people to know that we don't just sell jacked up monster trucks. We also do level kits, wheels and tires, all the way up to full-on off-road race suspension.
So this one's kind of almost finished, right?
Correct. Yeah, this one's about done. Just adding the wheels and tires now.
And you said this was the kind of almost exactly like Kevin's car.
Pretty close. This is a bigger lift. This is a 6-inch lift. Kevin's truck has a level kit.
So when you say level kit, what exactly does that mean, Mike?
It brings the front of the truck up 2.5 inches, and it creates better off-road performance on the vehicle.
Gotcha. So, I mean, are these folks using this for a daily driver? Or are these folks that want, off-road capabilities? Or what's kind of your customer base?
It's both. So, like I said, we sell everything from wheels and tires, high-end luxury Tahoes and Escalades, all the way up to guys that just want off-road, and everything in between.
All right, so this is the question that everybody's dying to know the answer to. What does something like this cost? Let's say we just wanted to lift a truck up to get it to kind of a nice height. I don't know what I'm talking about, do I?
Well, no, it's a great question, and the answer is it varies. I mean, it goes from literally wheels and tires all the way up to race suspension. So, all of our prices are listed at liftedtrucks.com, and that's probably the best way to get a gauge on pricing. But, I mean, yeah, you can go anywhere from, somebody trades in a vehicle, or we even have cars and EVs.
Really?
So, yeah, so it varies a lot. It's hard to answer that question.
Yeah, it just depends on what you want.
Yeah, so I would just get on the website and take a look, and yeah, it goes from, fairly inexpensive to really expensive depending on what you want.
I love that. So, Kyle, are you kind of, once this is in the process, are you kind of over here overseeing to make sure that all those specifications that the customer wanted is ticked off?
Exactly right.
So what are we looking at here? This guy got what? What are we going on? What's going on here?
This is a 6-inch ready lift kit that we custom outfitted with Fox 2.0s. We're also doing 22-inch fuel wheels on it with a pretty high negative offset, which means that it kind of sticks out past the fender line quite a bit to give it that nice kind of big stance.
Yeah.
And then we're putting 37-inch tires on it as well. All very, very high-end, high-quality parts. We don't skip out on anything here.
I still can't get over the fact that you can turn around a truck in 24 hours. That absolutely boggles my mind. So, Mike, real quick, don't go away too far. If folks want to get more information about lifted trucks, what you do, the specifications, all of that, is what's the best website?
Liftedtrucks.com.
And tell them Kevin Costner sent you.
Yeah, absolutely tell them that Kevin sent you.
This is so cool. You guys, thank you so much for having us out here at Lifted Trucks. Isn't this just wild, you guys? I mean, this is such a cool thing to see up close and personal, how they're able to retrofit these trucks to be monster trucks on the road. All right, that's going to do it for us on this edition of AZAM. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. Is there a car I can drive around here, you guys?
Hey, drive the Raptor.
All right, let's go drive the Raptor. Come on, let's go drive. Come on. We're commandeering the Raptor.